Name is Rowena
How-
Narit.
Novena Nerina. How old are you?
I'm 26 years old.
Birthday?
March 3, 1988.
Are you married or single?
I have a live-in partner.
You're a live-in partner. So that is your husband, I assume.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
And I have one child,
You have one child. How old is your child?
3 years old, and it is a boy.
Have you got the permission from your parents or from your husband?
Yes, sir.
From who?
Okay.
From who? The permission you took from who to come here?
From my parents, my husband. They permit me.
I see. Okay, what is your educational level?
Sir?
What is your educational level?
I'm graduate. I'm college graduate, sir.
College graduate.
Yes,
You have
sir.
gone to high school 4 years
And college.
and later on you went to college for
Yes, sir.
and you put there what state university I can't see.
City.
What's the name of the university you put in your biodata? Katadawasa. The name of the place that you
Verac, Catanduanes.
Catanduanes. You were there 2 years and you study what?
I'm not, I'm already finished
You already finished your
My-
college or your university study?
my college.
Your college is 3 years, is it?
It is 4-year course, sir.
4 years.
Yes.
College 4 years. 4 years should be university level. If it's 4 years.
4-year course.
Okay. What's the height?
5 inch, 5 feet.
5 feet. Your weight?
Yes, sir.
What's the weight?
Weight, I think it's 45
45.
above.
About
Because I'm
that.
not sure my
Okay.
weight.
Okay, that's all. Can you please stand up and let me take a look?
Oh my God. Ate, she want to stand up.
I mean, you can't even stand up. You just put up your hand like that. Just put up your hand like that. Okay. Okay, you look very strong. Okay.
Oh, you look very strong.
Yeah.
You look very strong. Yes, I am. I am a healthy woman.
You're a healthy woman, but do you know any sickness that you have? Are you aware
No,
of any
sir.
sickness, just like hemorrhoid, or maybe acute gastritis, or maybe insomnia, or difficult
No.
to sleep, headache? Do you have any of this?
No, sir.
No, so you are perfectly healthy.
Yes, sir.
What is your experience?
Experience.
Yeah.
My only experience, sir, when I was study at my guardian as a working student.
Okay. As a working
We,
student. Yeah. Have you worked in any
my
household?
house.
Household work? Have you worked in?
Sir?
Have you worked in any household family? I mean, some family work or anything like that. Work as a domestic helper in any house or anything that to do with household work. Have you worked?
Anything in house.
Do you have any experience?
Like household chores, sir.
Yes. Household chores, to look after children or baby. Have you worked in any of this area before?
Business.
business?
Sir? Can
You
you
were
repeat?
you were a sales lady.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Yes, I am a sales lady.
What product were you selling?
Sir?
What product were you selling when you were doing sales?
Dry goods. Dry goods
Dry food
like
stuff, you mean?
clothes.
Oh, I
Like
see.
clothes.
Oh, I see.
Uh-uh.
Clothing, you mean?
Yes, sir.
Have you worked in any of this household area before? I mean, even in your own, let's say, do you do any housework in your house? Because
Work from household.
I see your job description here, you put household and sales lady. I'm not sure what you mean. No,
What do you mean, sir?
have you worked as a domestic helper before?
Yes, sir. From my guardian, because they are the one to spend my because when I was studying, sir, I am a working student or self-supporting student. So the other household course I know, like washing clothes, washing dishes, cleaning the house. No,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. So you'll be able to do the job. You're mentally prepared to come here to work as a domestic helper. Hello? Hello? Are you mentally prepared to come here to work as a domestic helper?
I cannot hear you clear,
Are you
sir.
mentally prepared to come here to work as a domestic helper? Mentally
Yes,
prepared.
sir. I'm really
Ah,
mentally
ah,
and physically
mentally and physically,
prepared.
Okay. Now, this mom just now, remember I call her, she got two kids. One kid is 2 years old and the other is 5 years old. Do you think you can look after these two kids?
Sir, can you repeat, please?
I have got one mom. Just now actually she called up. She might talk to you afterwards. She has got two children. One is 2 years old, the other is 5 years
Good.
old. Can you actually look after these two children?
Okay.
Can you?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure? Hello, can you
Yes,
just
sir. Hello, sir.
can you answer me actually, when I talk to you, if you hesitate, that means I have doubt. You see? Can you look after these two children, 2 years old and 5 years old?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me or not over there? Can you hear me properly? Can you hear
Yes,
me?
sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Can
Can I hear you, sir?
You can Do you have any experience looking after children or baby?
With my experience with my child, sir.
You have got one child 2 years old. So who look after this child when from the time is
My
born
child,
until 2 years old? Who look after this
my-
child? Is a boy, is it?
Yes, sir. With my husband, sir, and his grandmother.
Okay, so that means you have not looked after this child before. Do you have any experience not to look after child?
Experience?
No, who look after
Nothing,
this
sir.
child? You or your husband? This child that that is yours.
Yes, sir.
Who look after him? This child.
My grandmother,
Okay, your grandmother. Just now you're telling
the grandmother of my child.
your grandmother look after your child.
Yes, sir.
That means
When the father go to work,
Okay.
the grandmother, the one who look after my child.
okay. I'm just asking you, if somebody look after your child, that means you don't look after. Then where do you get the experience in looking after children?
Mm.
Hello?
Hello, sir. Can you repeat for the questions?
I
Because
asked you,
the
you
voice
said
is
your
not clear.
grandmother and your husband look after your child.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
that means you have not got involved in
And
looking after the child. Then where do you get your experience in looking after children? Where do you get your experience?
maybe I can, ano, sir?
Do you have any experience
My
looking
job,
after
sir,
children?
is to look,
Do
sir.
you have any experience looking after children?
Nothing, sir. Only my child.
Your child also where? Because why? I asked you, you say your grandmother and your husband looking after him, and you not involved. So where, do you have anything to do with your child or not? I mean, maybe you also look after him, or sometimes the husband, or sometimes the grandmother, or you completely throw it to your grandmother and husband. That means you actually have not participated in looking after your child. Do you know
Yes.
what I mean or not?
And
You are supposed to finish up to university level, but how come you don't seem to be able to understand me? Huh?
able to attend. What do you mean, sir? Because I cannot hear you because at the back of my, sir, there's so many, distracted.
No, it's very clear. I can hear you very clearly. Only thing I cannot see you clearly only. That's all. You see? I'm asking you a very simple question. Do you have any experience in looking after
Okay,
children?
sir. Any experience about
Looking after children?
handling a children, sir?
Yes.
That's what do you mean?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, yes, yes.
That's what do you mean, sir?
I'm telling you yes
Uh,
3 times.
hello?
I can hear you. I'm telling you yes. That is what I mean. Have you got any experience looking after children?
What do you mean, sir?
Again, you're asking me. This is a very simple question. I'm asking you, do you have any experience
I
looking
know,
after
sir. You
children?
asked me as if.
How can you say, what do I mean? It's such a simple and straightforward question, is it? Do you have any
Yes,
experience
sir.
looking after children, yes or no?
I cannot answer. Ate! Kamara nga ni dati. Ikaw na magsabot kayo nito. Hindi ko masyado naintindihan. Naintindihan.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
What did you say, sir?
Have you got any experience looking after children?
Again, sir?
I'm not going to ask you anymore. I tell you, I will fail you. Because it's such a simple question. Have you got any experience looking after children?
Hello?
Have you got any experience looking after children?
The line is
To
so
lock
bad.
up my children.
Huh? Have you got any experience looking after children? This is the 10th time I'm asking you.
Another child, sir. That's what.
Don't worry about another child. I'm just asking you a straightforward question. Whether it's
No,
your child or
sir.
another child or whose child. I'm not too much worried about that. I'm asking you a straightforward question. Whether it's your child or anybody's child, is also experience. Have you got any experience looking
I
after?
don't have any. I don't have any experience, sir, about looking after
Okay,
the
so you say
children.
no, you see? You don't have any experience.
Okay.
And why do you take so long just to answer me on that?
No, sir.
Huh?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
So you don't have any experience.
No, sir.
Okay, are you prepared to look after old people? I mean elderly people or
Sir?
maybe invalid people?
Dealing with people.
No, elderly
Can you-
people, that means invalid. Maybe they are semi-paralyzed or paralyzed. Can you understand English or not? This is all very simple
Yes, sir,
English,
I
but
can
can you hear me or not? I think I'm speaking very simple English.
I know, sir. I can hear you, but sometimes the
Hmm.
the words that you say that is not. I know I can't
Okay,
understand. or
maybe
I
it's a
cannot
slang. Okay,
clear.
maybe it's a slang actually, but I think so far this Filipino has no problem with my English, and my slang is
sir.
quite clear to you all. Do you have any? Do you think you can look after elderly people or not? elderly, that means old people who are infirm or maybe invalid on the wheelchair, needs your help. Do you think you can or not?
I think I can.
You can. Okay, suppose you
Yes,
have got
sir.
an employer. One employer is for you to look after the elderly who is maybe paralyzed or semi-paralyzed on a wheelchair, needs your help to feed her and also to take care of the sanitation, maybe to help her to as a company, and maybe just to take her out on the wheelchair, and a family with 2 or 3 kids, maybe age from 2 to 8 years old. Which do you prefer? To look after the children or to look after the elderly?
Um, I think the any kind, sir.
Huh?
That's all.
Huh?
I think it is the baby, the child,
You prefer to look
the
after...
child. Any of the two, sir.
No, I'm asking you your
Plus,
preference. I know it's any of the two. You want to look for a job, but I don't want you to come here and give me problem. You see, later on you will come here, sir, this is
uh,
very difficult, I cannot do. No, you have to think carefully. That's why I'm asking you, are you mentally prepared? When I'm interviewing you, I am actually gauging whether you're mentally prepared or not.
I'm mentally prepared, sir.
I know, but the way you respond to me looks like you are actually not so. Because if you are mentally prepared, then the questions that I ask you, you should be able to answer me in a quick response.
Clarity.
But you seems to be slow and wavering here, wavering there. I'm asking you, I'm giving,
I'm
let's say,
sorry,
a
sir.
choice. I'm giving you a choice. One family has got maybe 2 children or 3, and the other family has somebody who is semi-paralyzed or maybe invalid. You have to look after the old person. Which do you prefer?
Okay, I understand.
Which job would you prefer?
Which I prefer is to look after, sir. The what do you mean that? The child or the other another any kind of, sir.
Again, you are repeating the same thing. When I'm asking you which do you prefer, that means you have to think which one do you actually like to do better. I know
Yes.
anything can. I just want to ask you, just like for instance, sometimes when a person asks you, when you have got a first baby, which do you prefer, boy or a girl? Of course, a lot of people say anything can. But when you give a preference, then you have to think, you see. Maybe you say it's a boy or maybe it's a girl. So it's the same thing here. Which do you prefer? Look after children or look after the elderly people who are invalid? Which do you prefer? I just want one from you. Don't say two also can, this and that. I want a straightforward answer from you. Which do you prefer?
Okay. I wish do you I prefer is the elite people.
Now you say elderly
Sir?
people. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Looks like you are not actually firm in your answer to me, Just now you say children, now you say elderly people. You don't seem to know what you want. That means you are still not mentally prepared.
Because for me, sir, any kind of the two, sir, that is which I
Okay.
what do you mean is this? Which
Okay, okay, never mind. I will take it that you can do all the job that we give it to you when you come here. Can I say that?
Yes,
Whether it's
yes,
looking
sir.
after children or looking after elderly, you will do the job. But
Yes, sir.
can you promise me that you will do it properly and not give problem and say halfway, sir, I cannot do, very difficult, I want to go back, I want to see my child, I want to see my husband, I want to see my mother, grandmother, and all
No,
type of
no,
grandmother stories, you see?
no, sir.
Huh?
I'm willing to come in your.
To work here.
Yes, sir.
Are you determined or not? Are you sure or not?
Yes, I'm sure, very sure.
You're very sure, So I've
Yes,
taped
sir.
all this up. You please don't come here and give me problem and say all type of
Oh,
things,
yes,
because
sir.
why, you
Yes,
have
sir.
not been to overseas, so that's why I'm questioning you a bit more. Normally those who are inexperienced, my interview with them, I'll question them a bit more, you see, because we want to make sure here, because if the employer employ you and then later on you give problem and go back, then we have a lot of problem. So that's why I want
No,
to make
sir. No,
sure.
sir.
Huh?
I'm not like that, sir.
You're not
I'm
like
not
that,
like that.
so that's why sometimes I'm a bit harsh, because I want to be very sure.
Yes, sir.
uh,
I know, sir. And I'm also want to be sure, sir, that
mm,
my family are sure the my employer
mm.
there that they are very good to me.
that part
When you
that part definitely
no
will
it
take care of it, you see, because the employer that we select are all, I can say, good employer. I've been taking hundreds of mates from non-stop, and there are problems mostly with the maid. Employer are seldom, because employer pay a lot of
yes,
money to bring you all here. Why should they give you a problem? Can you know that, right or not?
sir. Sir, sir.
Employer pays a lot of money to bring you all here. Why should they give you a
Oh, I
problem, to hang themselves? No reason, isn't it?
yes, sir. I understand
This
what do you
simple
mean, sir.
logic, right or not? Unless you give problem, then the employer won't be able to take all the problem. Probably it's just a retaliation. That's all. Employer normally
Mm.
don't give problem because they pay a lot of money.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
I understand that.
This something you have to figure out the logic. So definitely, we will get the employer who definitely will give you enough food, enough sleep, place to sleep. That one we will definitely, make sure that the employer give it to you. Is that okay with you?
Yes, sir. And I want to be sure, sir, that my
Mm.
family is assured that I'm going there, sir. And my employer is good to me. I hope.
That's why I'm telling you, see, if you work properly, I can assure you that the family will be good to you. There's no reason why the employer pays so much of money when you can work properly and the employer is
Yes.
not good to you. I don't think, it's logical. If
Mm-mm.
if that is the thing, the employer, I think, have some mental problem. Because he's
Mm.
paying so much of money, bring you here, and then you can work properly, he wants to give you problem. I don't think so. So far I have not encountered that. It doesn't sounds logical,
Yes.
because for you all, when you all come, some maybe just to visit here. After one week, or even after 1 month, or even 1 week, I have come across mates
1 month.
also want to give us problem, you see. So they are not mentally prepared. They come with another intention. So I don't want that to happen, you see. That is why
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm
You can.
interview.
You
I'm a
can.
bit careful. I want to make sure that when you come, you must be able to complete at least the 2 years and to work properly, honestly, and discharge your duties as per your contract.
Yes, sir.
Is that okay?
Very okay, sir. And
Okay,
I understand what are you talking about.
so you can understand me. So when you come here, you must discharge what I have been telling you here. Please don't
Mm.
come here and then you tell me another thing. Is that okay?
Yes. Very okay.
Okay, yes, not been overseas. You think you'll feel homesick or not when you come here?
Homesick.
Yes.
I want to.
Do you
I'm suffering that. I want to.
no? Do you feel homesick or not? You think I'm just asking you to figure out. You think you feel homesick or not? Because you've never been to any country overseas.
No.
Yes or no?
No.
No, Okay, if you feel homesick, then
I
I have to counsel you, but I hope you won't. You see?
if I feel homesick, sir, I hope they are the one who want to be the one who comfort me.
Huh?
No, sir.
What?
If I feel homesick,
Homesick? What will you do?
uh, I want to enjoy my service in my employee, so that my homesick will come out.
You don't seem to be able to have good English. You know, you say that you study up to university level. You know, you don't you don't seem to be able to express yourself. Huh?
Sir, I
Why?
can.
Why is that? You say you complete your A.B. in public administration. You don't seem to be able to express yourself. How come your university didn't teach you all? You know, in terms of debates and whatnot. Huh? I see that. I'm very surprised. You know, I see that some of them, they have maybe 2 years of high school. They can speak very good English. You don't be able to express yourself. Okay, never mind. The main thing is you must be able to work. Okay.
Yes, sir. That's the
Okay. If
reason.
you
Yeah.
if you don't talk much, also is okay. We don't want you to talk a lot here. We want you to work a lot.
Because the important there is the good service of the
Okay,
employee to
but
the
you must be
employer.
clear also to talk to the employer, because otherwise there will be misunderstanding. That is why
Okay.
sometimes we face problem because of misunderstanding. Because maybe
Oh.
the different in the slang, but your slang is okay, it's clear, but only thing you cannot express yourself in proper English.
Oh.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
But it's okay. Our Malaysians, most of them can speak good English. Soon you will actually can learn from them. Huh?
Yes, sir. I hope, sir. But
Because
sir, can I ask some
when I asked
question?
you, will you feel homesick? Then you hesitated. Then I asked you, what will you do when you feel homesick? You don't seem to be able to express yourself. Be a bit more intelligent when I'm interviewing you. Maybe you say, I'll look for some work to do. Okay? And I have to let you
Yes,
know,
sir.
when you feel homesick, this is the psychology you must actually have it in yourself. You feel homesick because you think of the person whom you love. That is why you feel homesick. The person whom you love,
Yes.
you want to help them. So if you feel homesick, the more you have to work. Because without working, nobody is going to pay you and you cannot help them.
Yes, sir.
So,
That's right.
psychologically, you should be able to figure out this. Huh? Am I
Yes,
right?
sir.
If you don't love them, I'm sure you don't think of them. You don't think of them, you won't feel homesick because of them, right or not? Now you love them, right or not? Because of the love, you think of them and you feel homesick. So the more you have to work.
Yes, sir.
So you think of
The-
this psychology, then you will be able to get out of the homesick.
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you tell me something about yourself?
Okay, I'm Rowena Narit. I'm 26 years old, and from Duracatan, Philippines. And I have one child, and it is a boy, 3 years old. And my living partner is
Okay,
student
all
from
this I
Taguig.
have known already. Can you please tell me
Uh,
something that I have not known about you? Maybe your character. Are you the hardworking type, lazy type, honest type, and maybe a
I,
bit of your hobby, what you like to do? Maybe like
uh,
cooking, gardening.
uh, I in our house, sir. I'm very busy to cleaning our house, washing our clothes. After that, when my child gets sleepy, I want to sleep there. And after that, when my baby's already sleep, uh, I'm 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 cleaning
Okay, you don't seem to be able to understand my question
my
actually.
garden, and I
My question is, can you please tell me something about yourself? And I elaborated that I want to know something about your character and your attitude. Okay, your character, like whether you are a hardworking person. Are you a hardworking person?
sir,
Are you a
I'm a
hardworking
hardworking.
person?
Yes,
Are,
yes, sir. I'm
are
very
you a
hardworking
honest?
person.
Are you an honest person? Don't come here and
I'm
tell all sort
honest.
of lies. Huh? Can?
Yes, sir. I'm an honest person. I'm not a lie person.
Okay. Can you tell
And
me whether you like to cook?
I like cook
Do you know how to
for
cook
I know how to cook for as a Filipino
Filipino
style,
food?
but I want, yeah, Filipino food. And but if you want to cook me, I hope you can teach me, and I'm ready to learn naman.
Okay, you
And
are
I'm
ready
ready
to
to
learn.
learn.
So you are ready to learn what the mom teach you, huh?
Yes, sir. And
Can you take care of pets?
that's what like what?
Maybe like dog
What?
or cat or something like that. Mostly are dogs lah, actually here.
Dog?
Yes.
I'm afraid of a dog.
Okay, you're afraid, but you think you can lah because you're afraid. Then of course everybody is afraid. But after you get used to them, then it's okay. My house got a dog. When the maid come, of course, when they start, they will be afraid. After a few weeks, they will be able to get used to it, and they'll be able to feed and wash the dog. Do you think that if the dog is I can say it's not a fierce dog and it's a loving dog, would you be able to take care of the pet?
Yes, sir.
And can you work without off day?
Sir, without
Without off days? Can you work?
without off day?
Yes.
I can, sir.
Can you work without a phone?
Without a phone.
Yes.
How about my family, sir? How could I?
Okay. That's a question which you all always ask us. Okay, we actually will allow you to bring a phone here, but when you newly come here, we are not sure, who you have got here, your friends or your relatives, or we are
No,
not sure.
sir.
Okay, so we will
No,
keep the
sir.
phone with the mom. Whenever you want to call, you just let the mom know. The mom will allow you to call. Maybe once or
Okay.
twice a month, but not every day. There are some mates who come here, they hold the phone,
Yes.
like
Oh,
I should say,
I'm not like that, sir.
they hold the phone like they're holding their
Yeah.
head, always stuck to them. You see?
Okay. Okay.
I've seen
No problem.
mates holding the phone like holding their head. Always, the phone on their hand, always on their ears. I think one day probably they use the phone for maybe 2-3 hours. So I don't want that to happen because that is going to disrupt I mean your duties and your
Yes.
work.
Duties and responsibilities.
So now can
Yes.
you help me on that? You can bring the phone, but we will actually let the mom keep your phone.
Okay.
Until the mom is
Okay.
comfortable with you, until the mom can trust you, then probably
Okay.
you can just tell the mom, that you will only make the calls maybe once a week or once in 2 weeks or once a month because it's very costly to call from here.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we don't want you to spend your money, in making calls and waste all your money and you don't have much to send back.
Okay. I understand.
So you agree on that,
Yes, sir.
Do you have any friends or relatives in Malaysia?
No, sir.
No, Okay, you see, there is one question here which in the form for the biodata. They ask you, state the description about yourself and why do you want to work in Malaysia. You put here, I cannot see what you put here. Hardworking, you are hardworking and I cannot see your words
Honest.
here. Honest, the word is honest, I see.
And
Is that-
I'm a kind person. A nice person.
Yeah, you are a nice person, but you have to work, okay? A nice
Yes,
person
sir.
is not going to fulfill your dreams of helping your children.
Yes, sir. I know
If
my
you
duties,
if
sir,
you can
and my
discharge your work
responsibilities.
properly, then that is the important part of you coming here to work. But of course, you are nice. You actually already won the half. You already won half the battle, you see. Nice, pleasant, obliging. You already won half the battle. And then don't just argue with your employer. You already won half the battle. And if you just put in your effort, you already won the battle of being able, to live pleasantly here, live happily with the family, I can assure you that.
Yes.
Because with that type of condition, pleasant, hardworking, I think, you fit in very well to any family.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Now, there's a question, are you willing to work with family where the father and mother-in-law or relatives stay together? You said no. Because in Malaysia, a lot of families, they actually have the old people staying with them. And if they not stay with them, also sometimes weekend, they go back to visit their father or their mother. I think we Asians, we are more filial than the Europeans. So this is the culture here, especially the Asian culture. I think Philippine also, I think the culture is very near to our Asian culture, our Malaysian, our Chinese.
Yes, sir.
So
Very near.
most of the time they have their parents staying with them. But you say no, what is your reason? Hello?
Reason.
No, what is your reason
Hello,
when
sir.
you say no? That means you don't want to work when the mom has the father or the mother staying with them.
Mother.
Why?
Because one of the member of the family are what do you mean is this they treat they are not treat good and the what do you mean is this
Okay, you don't seems to be clear in.
but it is but sir excuse me but it is okay for me sir if the grandmother the father or in one family or a big family as
Okay.
long as they are
Okay,
very
actually I know what.
okay.
Okay, you actually try to explain, but you are finding it difficult to explain, and I know what is in your mind. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you are only assuming that these old people, all of them are bad. From what I can gather from the little bit you are telling me. No, you don't assume that. No, because they are old doesn't mean they are bad. Okay, sometimes they just make a bit more noise. Sometimes you just tell the mom, and most of the time, if they're happy with you, they won't have any problem. Of course, there are exceptional cases. I don't say that there are no case of this misunderstanding between the old people and the domestic helper. Of course there are. If I bring in 100, maybe got one. And also I can say that I don't say that all the mums 1,000 I bring in, all the mums are also good. Sometimes also they will scold you see. There are also people who, I mean, this world makes up of all type of people, but mostly I can tell you, in fact I can say 99% of the employers are very good employers. I cannot guarantee you
hope so.
100% because all of us are human beings. Nobody is perfect. It's a matter of
Yes,
getting
sir.
the adjustment. You know that the mom or the sir likes to scold you, so you adjust to it. No, you know that you don't do your work properly, you're not clean, they will scold you. So you do your work properly and you keep the things and the place clean. That will solve the problem, am I right? Because when you come here
Yes.
after a few months, you will know what is what they want. Some family, cleanliness is very important. So you already know, see. So when you wipe the table, make sure it's clean. When you wash the plate, make sure it's clean. Because if not means they will scold you. So to avoid that, you do your job properly. Is that okay?
I can yes
Huh?
sir I can promise that I do my best.
You do your best, but make sure that
Yes.
you have to do your best, and don't tell the mom no, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. Simple job, There are some maids, they come here, they are telling no, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. So that is why I want to make sure because you have got no experience. Because sometimes you got no experience, you don't know what actually you can find overseas. If you have got experience, then probably you already known half of what is to be expected. You see. So is there any question you want to ask me?
My question is after 1 month sir uh, can I send money to the salary of 1 month sir can I send it to my family
Yes, of
because
course. Yes, of course. No, never
I
mind.
heard from
You don't need to explain to me. Actually, when you come here, I know that you all need money. Otherwise, what's the purpose of coming here? This is a two-way thing. You need the money, you come to work. We can understand that. The mom and the sir, the family needs your help. That's why they employ you. So this is a two-way traffic. We can understand that. Even without telling us, we can understand. The money part, I will make sure that you will actually be able to send back. But I will advise you to keep some money here. Because emergency you can have the money. You don't send every cent back. I know those maids that send every cent back, finally, they are not happy because when they go back, they got nothing. Just keep a bit here, but you will send reasonably amount to help your family. We will definitely, allow you to send back even the first month, probably,
Third month.
there will be a 1 month deduction. Okay, but you can actually divide it into 2 months. The first month you can take half, the second month you can take half. Your salary is 400 USD, that's 1,200 Malaysian ringgit. Okay, that is 400 USD.
How much the equivalent that in US, sir?
It's about 400.
400.
Yeah,
Okay.
400 USD. And
1,200.
even the first month itself, I will tell the mom maybe just pay you half the salary, the next month half the salary to make up the 1 month. Is that okay?
Okay, sir. Very okay, sir.
Okay. So I think that's all. Is there anything that you want to tell me and ask me? Once more, I'm giving you a chance.
That's it, sir. No, sir. Nothing.
Nothing, So I think
I know that you are good to me.
no, as an agent, we will definitely be good to all the domestic helper. We will help you all, but you also must help us by working. We cannot help you all. You don't want to work, want to run here or intending to run away. All this, you're asking for trouble. That's why maids that come here early part, we don't want them to go out because they go out, they don't know even how to come back. Then we have a lot of problem, you see.
Yes.
And then we have to get the police, and then we don't know where they go. 2 or 3 days they are missing. Then after some time they get pregnant. It give us a lot of headache, you see. So that's why I told you when you newly come here, you stay with the family. Is that okay or not?
Very okay, sir.
So you don't go out, you are safe. The family will take you out for dinner, will take you out for shopping. Because we Malaysians likes to go shopping weekends, so you can go out with them. So you will be at least safe, and where you're going, with whom you are going, and then you don't have to spend any of your money. The mom will take you, have a nice place to eat. So it's okay,
It's okay, sir.
Okay.
Very okay.
Okay. So thank you, Rowena. Thanks.
I thank
Thanks.
I thank you
Thanks.
then.
Thanks.
I hope you like me, sir.
Yeah, no, I would like you, but